Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And we are gonna be doing this trial because we have to prove Maya not guilty because she's not guilty. She just simply isn't guilty. And I'm a firm believer of the fact she's not guilty. So, now that we know she's not guilty, let's get this started. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter's only 18, just like me? Oh, really? Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, Maya, let's not start this today. I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Literally. Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Okay. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? I was sort of hoping to send the audience today and watch. Well, no, you can't do that. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Oh my god, Phoenix, you have to learn to be confident without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Oh my gosh, girl. I don't love her at all. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. What? Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Let's just say her mother might have something to do with this. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. What does that mean? The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. Girl, says you. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Right. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Let's not do that. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? How does she know that? But Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. and I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? Exactly. The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Oh my goodness. I don't think anyone really cares. Well, damn. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is. Yes, that is. Honestly, the judge needs to just learn to keep his mouth shut at this point. You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. This is my first time I'm hearing about this. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? Oh. And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fay, while in possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. That is not good. Order! 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 Miss Fay, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Yeah, because what is happening? After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Right. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Oh. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. That's really weird. I don't believe her at all. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. We all know that's bullcrap. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Okay. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Okay. But we can try. We can always try. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and and entered the chamber. Okay. Just now you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? Dude, that's a stupid question. I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. What the hell? I could already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fay? Yeah, we have to repair that. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Yeah. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. You're a liar. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. Was it? This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. Whatever. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. That is true. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. Oh. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. Oh? The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Okay, well, I want to know why. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What? Pray tell, did she... Oh. This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well. Oh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? I'm not sure. Now, witness, continue with what happened. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit it to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Well, she is pretty old. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Ack. That is true. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. We know. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I feel like that's a lie. You fainted. I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy witness, elaborate on that point for us? I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? No. So while you're unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. Tell us, it's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? You mean she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma's ready to move on to her next witness. Okay, that's enough. From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. It is, though, because that's foreshadowing. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. That is exactly what we should be... Eek, be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? She probably went to go speak with... Eenie? Who was it? The prosecution called Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. Yeah, I can. Like, oh my god. Witness, name and occupation? Okay, so my name is, like, Eenie Miney. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Oh, period. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney. After that murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. I guess that's true. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Okay, well, I'd like to know what that was. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying that person that entered was your sister. Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that this spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness. Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell us the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Yes, of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. Okay. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Right. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eni? Okay, that's really disturbing. She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go as far to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. Oh, this girl's really annoying. The end. I'll say this girl's a really good prosecutor. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Exactly, we're gonna do this. Your Honor, there's room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Probably. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was going to be totally seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, suddenly. Okay. Do you know the time? Like, maybe a little before 11 a.m., something like that, I think. 11 a.m.? Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food. Okay. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I mean, what time was it when the someone came into your room? Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. I'm trying. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... Huh? That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room? Honestly, this girl is just a little dumb. I was like, oh my god, totally my sister. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. Girl, what are you talking about? First of all, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. Okay. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But would most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult, but I, like, know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that one once in a while? That'd be nice. Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? I think it is. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm, like, totally cool with that. I wasn't, like, scared at all, and, like, her costume looked totally, like, normal. What? So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? No. I wasn't, like, scared at all, and her, like, costume looked like... Oh my god, it didn't look normal, there was blood on it. What a liar. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. Ooh. We got her, we got her, we got her. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Yes, I am. I'm very sorry. Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. There's really blood on it. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Oh. Order! Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. That... And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Because that was crazy. Part 2. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. That makes no sense. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. What? Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No. Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. I will. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? Wasn't there, a whole door open? Really, because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. It was a fact. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause, witness. You may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. No, we can't breathe, don't worry. So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood. Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face. Continue. This is... And I, persuaded my sister that it wasn't, right to do something like that. Okay. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. Okay. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. Yeah, I really liked that. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh, when do you mean? When you were going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. No, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? I'm gonna press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, didn't see anyone on the way to, the channeling chamber. Wait, that's a lie. Because shouldn't she have seen Pearl? You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. What do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden. Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have had to seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? Nar. As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she could have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish... There's no way someone walking along the winding way could have noticed Pearl. They could have, though, because she was fixing a vase. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot. What is this going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why. We should not throw her under the bus. Her mother is in this court after all. So that's a good idea. She broke the urn? Yeah, why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? Because I am. This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. Ah, and Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Oh, we got you. Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. You are a liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. No, the hell I don't. The one who needs to watch what she is saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That is right. I was, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where's this contradiction? The contradiction is... in the evidence. The answer is in the court record. What? Planning to throw out another irrelevant piece of evidence? Very well, the court will see this evidence. Wait, Mia, I don't know what you plan on showing to the court, but I can guarantee you the answer is not there. Just this once, I'll lend you a hand. Now rethink your answer. Oh. All right. Mr. Wright, what is your answer? Okay. Time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? It's in her testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Oh, true. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. Gua! But look at the Manor Guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that is right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. What? Well, I suppose since you've put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Channeling chamber. Miss Miney was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the crime of the scene. Was at the scene of the crime. Don't know how I got that mixed up. Order, order, order. That's why that is. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple, Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Girl, behind here. Here, of course. But behind the folding screen. Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball. Oh, now, Miss Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Oh my god. I think it was this, because there's a hole that looks like a bullet hole around 8 inches off the ground. And this also had a bullet hole 8 inches off the ground. Miss Miney, how are you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? It's very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box. No person could fit in that. No, they could. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Because we literally saw Lotta in there. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box is in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. But it wasn't. Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove there was where the clothing box was at the scene of the crime? Yes, I can. And now, I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Right here. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you are hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! I knew it. Order! Order! So what are you saying? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey, she had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No. Stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness hadn't moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Correct, it's not possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. Huff. Huff. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Morgan Fay. Grr, this person... If it wasn't someone from the Curran village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fay? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? Oh, honey, she's nothing wonderful. What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? Grr. Grr. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Well, do you? Oh, she's getting mad. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Right? Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom who had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Oh my goodness. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... Well... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Click. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Click. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. Oh. What, what is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Well, ha. Who is that laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? Oh. What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? What has she got up her sleeve? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is a real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eeny Miny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's her motive? Did he not kill her sister? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive, I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her real reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Okay, wait. Was it this? Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot and hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. Besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. Did I? The end. No. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. Girl. Nurk! What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Hee hee, see? It's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Okay, very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eeny Miny. Okay. Ooh. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Oh. Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in the fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please? If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? I can. I'm not totally confident here. I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Ha ha ha, too bad, you're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Oh my gosh. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec. No, girl. We are gonna get you found guilty. Because that's what we just do here. And oh my gosh, guys, that was actually a perfect case. I didn't mess up. Okay. Oh my goodness, that was literally, I would say that's a pretty good case. Like, this case is probably on my top 5. Yeah. Well, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.